Hello and welcome to Bryce Book and Film. And the film I'm going to talk about today is Wayne's World from way back in 1992. Great film. I watched it at the time. I've recently rewatched it. Let's get into it, shall we? Wayne's World stars Mike Myers as Wayne Campbell. Dana Carvey is his best friend Garth Algar. Rob Lowe, we've got Rob Lowe. I mean, you're talking about star power, and you've got Rob Lowe plays Benjamin Cain, evil Benjamin Cain. We don't like Benjamin Cain. Benjamin Cain's horrible. Tia Carrere plays Cassandra Wong, who becomes the love interest of Wayne Campbell. Now we've got a few. Brian Doyle Murray plays Noah Vanderhoff, and we've got a few guest stars. We've got Ed O'Neill, Robert Patrick, Meat Loaf, Mike Haggerty, and Alice Cooper. You want star power? You've got Ed O'Neill, Robert Patrick, Meat Loaf, Mike Haggerty, and Alice Cooper as guest stars. That is quite the list. So anyway, so Wayne and Garth have got their cable access TV show called Wayne's World, where they just lark about and talk about different things and have various guest stars on the show. They do on the episode we sort of see they have a guy bringing in the suck cut, and it's a hair cutting machine that sucks up the hair at the same time, and they try it on Garth, who's got long hair. And he's sort of freaking out, and there's lots of close-up zoom-in shots and all this sort of thing. It's really good, actually. I think I would watch Wayne's World if it was on for real. I think I'd watch it. So anyway, so this particular episode, Benjamin Cain, he's at home with a young lady. He's watching Wayne's World. Benjamin Evil Cain don't like him. We don't like Benjamin Cain. And Benjamin sees Wayne's World. He's a TV producer and he knows he can exploit it, and Wayne and Garth. So he sets out his evil plan. Meanwhile, while that little plan set into motion, Wayne and Garth go to a nightclub where Cassandra is playing with her band. And you can see why Wayne decides that he likes Cassandra. If you watch Wayne's World, or if you look at pictures of Tia Carrere, you'll see why. So then they start sort of going out, and there's this sort of boyfriend girlfriend type deal. But evil Benjamin Cain decides that he likes Cassandra, and because he's got money and he's got a nice car, and let's be honest, Rob Lowe is devilishly good looking, so he decides he wants to steal Cassandra away from Wayne. And Wayne, because he's sort of young and immature, practically helps him to achieve this. He practically does it for him. He does the work for, he has a row with Cassandra, accuses her of liking Benjamin because Benjamin wants to promote her band and shoot a music video and get them exposure and make them famous. And to her credit, Cassandra is only interested in promoting the band because she's a great singer. She plays the guitar. The band's really good, and she just wants to promote the band. But Wayne is suspicious and thinks that Cassandra actually likes the evil Benjamin Cain. You think, bro, you've just handed your girlfriend to this evil Benjamin Cain on a plate by being insecure and jealous, and it's not good. And he is young. He is a young guy, so there's that. Eventually they decide on a plan, I'm only summarising this. I'm summarising it. I'm not relaying the whole film line by line. It is a good film. It is a good film. Excuse me. And so in the end, they decide the way to get Cassandra back and the way to get her famous is to show her video and her band playing to Mr. Big, the record executive, who's in his... They go to the Alice Cooper concert, and they get backstage passes, and the security guard, who I believe is Meatloaf, gives them all kinds of extraneous information, which seems irrelevant at the time. A fact that Wayne and Garth call back to, because eventually Wayne and Garth end up having a row, falling out. They make it up, they get back together again, they're now best friends again. It's only a brief, shaky moment there, and they realise that if they can hijack a satellite and in a long convoluted plan, beam Cassandra's music video record thing into his limo at that exact moment, they'll want to sign him. They'll want to sign the band, and Cassandra will go on to be rich and famous. The soundtrack includes Fire by Jimi Hendrix, which is what Cassandra is singing. She's covering it in the nightclub with her band. And it also features Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody, as we know, is one of just the best songs ever written and ever created, song-wise. Fire is one of my favourite Jimi Hendrix songs, and Jimi Hendrix is one of my favourites of all time. So that's another win for this really good film. There's a few others dotted around in there. We got a little bit of Alice Cooper, win. It's just wins all around. So they eventually, sign up. Mr. Big signs Cassandra and her band up to a record deal, and everyone is happy. But there are sort of 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 false finishes where they do different finishes. There's, because Mike Myers is well known for breaking the fourth wall, talking directly to the audience, as he goes through his films. So there's plenty of that. This is a good old typical Mike Myers film. There's breaking the fourth wall, talking to the audience. It's funny. It's a good story. It's a good story. And it's a good use of 95 minutes. If you've got 95 minutes to spare, then give Wayne's World a watch. At a budget of $20 million, and it raked in at the box office $183 million, which is a lot of dollars. So it's a good film, plenty of good guest stars, and Tia Carrere. So that's a win. That's a big win. Good soundtrack in it. Good soundtrack. Could you watch this film with your gran in the room? Definitely, yes, you could. Your gran might not get all of the jokes or references, like the cream of some young guy reference that's thrown in there when they're ordering in a Chinese takeaway with the evil Benjamin Cain. The cream of some young guy. So your gran may not get that joke, but it's a good film. Wayne's World, 1992. Definitely give it a watch. What's the worst that can happen? You've watched a 3 coffee cup film, 3 hot coffee cups, I might add. They're hot cups of coffee. So it's a 3 coffee cup rating on the film score rating. Yeah. And Alice Cooper's in it. So win. Win. So give it a watch. If you've seen it and you think it was funny or good or whatever, and feel free to leave a comment. If you've seen it and didn't really go much on it, then feel free to leave a comment. If you couldn't care either way, do what you're going to do. So just live your life, really. But yeah, Wayne's World, not a bad use of 95 minutes. So, and Tia Carrere's in it. So that's a win. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.